The Talented Mr. Ripley, the craziest, pretentious rich people drama ever. So, Ripley is sent by this dude's dad to go and find him in Europe and bring him back. He's like, I'll pay you $1,000. But, turns out this dude is living the high life in Ripley, or Tom Ripley, whatever. He's like, oh hey, I want to live the high life. I'm gonna hang out with this guy. We're gonna be best friends, and they are. It turns out, Tom is a weirdo, and some crazy stuff happens. Crazy stuff with this dude's girlfriend, and his friend, and everyone. One thing that really makes this movie difficult to review is that at a certain time, it becomes a different genre. To turn completely separate from this, oh, we're rich and we're douchebags drama to a crime drama. I'm gonna say minor spoilers for the first hour of The Talented Mr. Ripley. So, spoilers. So, at a certain point, Tom kills his friend and takes over his identity, and it becomes this whole crazy thing. And now Tom is a creepy weirdo, and that is very clear from the very beginning of the movie. But there's something about him that makes you want to root for him. Matt Damon does such a great job of making Tom come off as this creepy, psychotic weirdo, while also being someone that you can just root for and go, I want you to murder more people, I want you to get away with it, I want you to get the money. It's even more reinforced by how much of a scumbag, douche, rich person everyone else is. Jude, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Cate Blanchett, they're all great. They're all great as these rich douchebags that totally contradict Tom. Who is absolutely excellent is Damon. How's the beeping? Phillip Seymour Hoffman. The minute I heard the voice he was doing for this rich douchebag, I was just like, oh, yes! Really nailed it. He made me laugh. That's another thing. This movie is kind of a satire. It's almost like it's making fun of movies such like Pride and Prejudice and these rich people, upper class dramas. The way people treat each other in this movie, it's hilarious. And I feel like it's intentional. I'm not sure. Another thing is, the music in this movie is great. It's this creepy ding, 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 and it just works perfectly. Now, one problem is that the movie kind of drags a little bit. It's a little longer than it really needs to be. While it all feels kind of necessary and engaging, there's still just something where you're like, why am I have to being subjective to all this rich people stuff? It never really makes you go, this is amazing. It's always just like, this is really solid. Maybe it's the tone of it, but it's just a little off. There are a few moments where I felt like this movie wasn't really made for me. That being said, I still did enjoy The Talented Mr. Ripley quite a bit. There's plenty of tension, there's plenty of intrigue, and there's plenty of great performances and music to hold this movie up. I'm gonna give The Talented Mr. Ripley a B+.